Hey everyone, welcome to Moving Matt. We do all things cameras with a dash of vlogs and a little bit of travel. And this is Camera Wars, the show where we give you the latest camera news and let you know just how the battle is heating up. First up, it looks like Canon hates backgrounds because new lens patents revealed that they may be bringing a 35 1.2 USM, a 28 1.2, and a 24 1.2. Now, according to Canon Rumors, at least the 35 lines up with their roadmap, and these lenses would pair nicely with Canon's 50 1.2 and dual 85 1.2s. I guess the only question is, how much do you want your backpack to weigh, and how light do you want your wallet to be? In all seriousness, this does sound like an insane lineup of prime lenses, and if I had to guess, this will push Sony and Nikon to follow suit. But what do you think of these lenses? Do you think 1.2 is overkill? Drop in the comment section below and let me know. Next up, if you're wondering what to put all those 1.2s on, it looks like the Canon EOS R3 is out in the wild. Apparently it has made its debut at the G7 Summit, the meeting where all the world leaders get together and pay homage to our lizard overlords. Salty! Now this camera must be pretty impressive because it made quite an impression on a Nikon shooter who said, "Today I have seen the Canon EOS R3 and I've seen the future. Got over 10,000 euros worth of Nikon DSLR gear and it's worthless. Wouldn't get more than 3,000 in trade for it all now. DSLR is dead."
No shit.
But while we're on the Canon EOS R3, it looks like there is much more information about the new stacked CMOS sensor. After Canon's confusing mixed marketing on the new sensor put into question if the sensor was actually Canon's or maybe manufactured by Sony, especially after a 30 megapixel Sony sensor capable of 36 frames per second was unveiled. Well, Canon has finally spoke out to Petapixel and said, quote, "The sensor in the up-and-coming EOS R3 camera is Canon designed and manufactured." Now hopefully this puts that to rest, but what hasn't been put to rest is what actually is the sensor size. Obviously, if it is out in the wild, the megapixel count is known, but for some reason it is still unknown for us. But according to Canon Rumors, the magic number may be 30. Now this news is only from an anonymous source and ranked as a CR1, so take this with a grain of salt.
What the hell?
But speaking of unreliable sources, Sony Alpha Rumors says that the 30 megapixel sensor that everyone was mistaking for the R3 sensor may actually be the sensor for the Sony A7 IV. Now this sensor will technically be capable of up to 36 frames per second, but even if this is the A7 IV sensor, definitely don't expect a processor to push that kind of performance. If true though, this does sound like a welcome improvement and would be a step above other mid-range full-frame cameras. One thing I wonder is, what does this mean for the video capabilities? If the A7 III downsampled from 6K with a 24 megapixel sensor, what would be the downsampled of a 30 megapixel sensor? Maybe someone smarter than me can comment down below. But we are not done with Sony. Again, according to Sony Alpha Rumors, they say that the Sony A7C Mark II will be coming a year after the A7 IV. And yet again, it will essentially be a reworking of the same specs and a smaller body, but this time with a larger EVF so you can see better how terrible your pictures are. Now they are sticking to the idea that the A7 IV will be coming this September, but I guess we will just have to wait and see. And finally, it looks like Canon may be going all in on the APS-C cameras. After reporting last week that Canon plans on going all in on the budget market once the R3 is released, Canon Rumors is now saying that there is possibly 3 crop sensor cameras coming. If true, the R7, Canon's high-end wildlife and sports APS-C camera, will be coming Q4 of this year or maybe Q1 of next year, something that I know a lot of people will be very happy about. Also, there will be an R8, which will be a camera marketed towards vloggers, and an R9, which will be an entry-level camera. Now again, this is only a CR1, so that means it is only twice as reliable as Sony Alpha Rumors. I know this all sounds exciting, especially the R7, but this news should still be taken with cautious optimism. If I personally had to guess, I would say this could be true, but that entry-level R9 may be the follow-up to the RP and not an APS-C camera. But those are just my thoughts. What about yours? Does any of these cameras sound legit to you? Are you interested in any of these cameras? Drop in the comment section below and let me know. Well, that is the current state of the camera wars. If you've liked this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. And until next time, peace.